Welcome back to Kuma English Listening Hub. Today, our topic is about modern work and office life. We will talk about working from home, online meetings, and digital teamwork. This listening is at CEFR B1 level, so the English is clear and not too fast. You will learn useful words and phrases about business, jobs, and communication. So, find a comfortable place, relax, and let's begin. First, let's talk about a word you may hear a lot today: remote work. Remote work means doing your job from a place that is not the office. Many people work from home, from a cafe, or even from another country. They use the internet, email, and video calls to stay in contact with their team. In the past, most office workers went to a building every weekday. They sat at desks, met colleagues in person, and used office phones and printers. Today, many companies are changing. Some are fully online. Others are hybrid, which means people work some days at home and some days at the office. This new style of work has good sides and bad sides. In this episode, we will explore both. Imagine it is Monday morning. You are an office worker, but you do not go to the office today. You work from home. You wake up a little later because you do not need to travel. You make breakfast and maybe a cup of coffee or tea. Instead of taking a bus or driving a car, you walk to your desk at home. On your desk, you have a laptop, a phone, and maybe a notebook. At 9 o'clock, your workday begins. You open your laptop and check your email. You read messages from your boss and your colleagues. You answer questions, send documents, and write short updates. Later in the morning, you have an online meeting. You open a video call app and click on a link. You can see your team on the screen. Some cameras are on and you can see people's faces. Some cameras are off and you only see names. Your boss says, "Good morning, everyone, let's start." You talk about your projects, your tasks, and your goals for the week. After the meeting, you feel ready for the workday. To work from home, people use many digital tools. Here are some examples. They use email to send messages and files. They use chat apps to ask quick questions and share short information. They use video call apps for meetings, presentations, and interviews. They use cloud storage to save documents online so everyone in the team can access them. They may also use project management tools. These are websites or apps where you can see tasks, deadlines, and progress. For example, you can see that Maria is working on the report and David is preparing the slides. These tools help people stay organized even when they are far away from each other. Remote work is possible today because technology is strong and the internet is fast. Without these tools, it would be very difficult. Now, let's look at some good things about working from home. One big advantage is time. You do not need to travel to the office. You save time in the morning and in the evening. You can use that time to sleep more, exercise, or spend time with your family. Another advantage is comfort. At home, you can wear comfortable clothes. You can prepare your own food. You can choose your chair, your desk, and maybe play soft music. Many people say they feel more relaxed at home. A third advantage is flexibility. Some companies allow flexible hours. If your job does not need you to be online all the time, you can choose when to work. For example, you can work early in the morning, take a long break in the afternoon, and work again in the evening. This is useful for parents, students, or people with special situations. Working from home can also save money. You may spend less on transport, restaurant lunches, and office clothes. All these advantages make remote work attractive for many people. Of course, working from home is not perfect. There are also challenges and problems. One common problem is distraction. At home, many things can take your attention. Maybe your family talks to you. Maybe your pets want to play. Maybe you look at your phone and start scrolling on social media. It can be hard to focus on work. Another problem is communication. When you work in an office, you can walk to a colleague's desk and ask a question. You can see their face and body language. Online, it is harder. Sometimes people do not answer messages quickly. Sometimes the internet connection is bad and the sound freezes. It is easy to misunderstand emails and chat messages because you cannot hear the tone of voice. A third challenge is feeling alone. When you work from home, you may spend many hours without seeing anyone in person. You do not have casual conversations in the kitchen or in the hallway. Some people feel lonely or less motivated. So, remote work has both advantages and disadvantages. How can we make working from home more successful and healthy? Here are some simple tips. First, create a clear workspace. If possible, choose one place in your home for work. It can be a desk, a table, or even a corner with a chair and a small shelf. When you sit there, your brain knows it is time to work. When you leave that place, you can relax. Second, follow a routine. Start your day at the same time. Change your clothes, even if you stay at home. Make a to-do list with your tasks for the day. Check emails at set times, for example, in the morning, after lunch, and before you finish. Third, take breaks. Do not sit for many hours without moving. Stand up, stretch, drink water, or walk around your home. Short breaks can help you focus better when you come back to your desk. Fourth, communicate clearly. When you write emails or chat messages, be polite and clear. If you do not understand something, ask for clarification. For example, you can write, "Could you please explain the deadline for this project?" Good communication is very important in remote teams. Online meetings are a big part of remote work. Let's talk about some simple online meeting manners. Before the meeting, check your internet connection, your camera, and your microphone. Join the meeting a few minutes early. If you are not speaking, mute your microphone. This stops noise from your room, like traffic, children, or the television. When you speak, look at the camera and talk slowly and clearly. Try not to speak at the same time as other people. If you want to say something, you can wait for a pause. In many apps, you can also raise your virtual hand. Be respectful. Do not check your phone or open too many other windows. Listen carefully to your colleagues. These small habits make online meetings smoother and more professional. Now, let's review some useful words and phrases from this episode. Listen and repeat if you can. Remote work, doing your job from home, or another place, not from the office. Hybrid, a mix of two things. For example, working some days at home and some days in the office. Colleague, a person who works with you in the same company or team. Deadline, the final time or date when something must be finished. Video call, an online call where you can see and hear other people. Cloud storage, an online place where you keep files and documents. Project, a planned piece of work that usually has steps and a deadline. Distraction, something that takes your attention away from your work. Routine, a regular way of doing things. To mute, to turn off the sound on your microphone or device. Try to use 2 or 3 of these words today when you talk or write about work or study. This podcast is not only about business and careers, it is also for your English practice. Here are some ideas to use this episode to improve your skills. First, listen again without reading the script. Try to understand the main ideas. Ask yourself, what is the speaker talking about in each section? Second, listen a second time while reading the script. Underline or highlight new words and useful expressions. Check the meaning in a dictionary if you need to. Third, pause after each section and summarize it. For example, you can say, in this part, the speaker explains the advantages of working from home. Speaking out loud will help your fluency. Fourth, write a short paragraph about your own experience. You can answer this question: would you like to work from home in the future? Why or why not? This is good practice for writing at B1 level. Before we finish, here are some questions for you. You can think about them, write your answers, or discuss them with a friend or teacher. 1. Do people in your country work from home, from the office, or both? 2. What are 2 advantages of working from home for you personally? 3. What are 2 disadvantages or problems of remote work? 4. Which digital tools do you use for study or work? For example, email, chat apps, or video calls. 5. How can you create a better workspace at home, even if your home is small? These questions can help you think more deeply about the topic and also practice English. You have reached the end of this episode of Kuma English Listening Hub. Today, we talked about working from home and modern online office life. We learned about tools for remote work, advantages and challenges, and tips for a healthy routine. Remember, the future of work is changing. In many jobs, it is important to feel comfortable with technology and online communication. You do not need to understand everything today. You can learn step by step, just like with English. Thank you for listening today. If you enjoyed this B1 listening practice, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with a friend who is also learning English. See you next time on Kuma English Listening Hub. Until then, take care of yourself and keep learning every day.